What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Alan Shearer's base card, 87 rated striker. His mid is 89 and his 91 when it comes into packs is 91. I believe, if I am correct, his 89, which is his mid, is the best version of him in terms of pace. In terms of shooting wise, his prime has a little bit better, and his baby, which is his base, is okay, but I think the pace is a little bit off. In terms of his in-game stats, then we've got 2-star skills, 3-star weak foot. He is not the greatest English icon in the game right now. I feel like he was probably better in real life, and it's not translated over to FIFA like many players. In general, the pace wise is always the killer. Only having 76 in any part of the game is always going to be a hindrance on him. Even with a hunter, he still can only reach the 86 pace mark. So I think with the base version, it's going to be someone who's just going to link players, and that's about it. You still can play with him, but I just don't think he's going to be as beneficial as just getting someone like Martial, someone getting like Ben Yedder, Werner, just a few of the kind of lower gold rated cards, and for pretty much half the price. He is coming in at 267 on the Xbox and 278 on the PlayStation, so it's quite a hefty price for an icon. It is one of the lowest prices as well. I think all of the icons at the moment are sitting at around about 260 to 270 on the Xbox. So for him to come in at that price just shows you he is the bottom of the bottom, and there is 100 different icons, and then obviously their mid and bases are in packs right now. So 200 icons, and he happens to be one of the lowest values. In terms of all of his stats, then we've got 88 shooting, which has never been an issue. He always knows how to score a goal, and that is exactly how he does it. It's very much how I always describe Giroud, Berbatov. Any of their informs don't necessarily have the greatest of pace, but have a wicked shot on them. Dribbling wise, we've got 69 agility balance, which again isn't amazing, but he kind of makes up with it with a bit of reaction, which is 88, 80 ball control, it's above the average, and then 89 composure, which is always nice because obviously you can't get that up with any sort of chem style in this game now. Head and accuracy, we've got 91. He is 6 foot, so quite a tall striker, and then he's got a lot of physicality with 87 strength and 82 aggression. So really, the main way you're going to be using this striker is kind of like a hold-up striker. He's going to be getting the ball to feet, maybe making that 1-2, and then just kind of bringing it down the wing and maybe crossing it in with him. He's not going to be able to kind of take on players and really do that sort of level of dribbling. A, because he doesn't have the skills. He only has 2-star, which is absolutely terrible, to be honest, and then he doesn't have the kind of ability pace wise to just knock it round them and run. So for me, it's kind of layoff kind of shooting with him, someone who's going to be there on the edge of the box and you want to be hitting it top bins just with that one-time shot. Other than that, there's not really a lot to do with him. He isn't the greatest of strikers. It's mainly just the fact that he links everybody together. There is obviously a few other English strikers you can get. Michael Owen, Lineker, there is Ian Wright as well, and I'm pretty sure there may even be one more that I'm forgetting, which I will have a look at on the end review. I feel like I'm missing one more, but I probably am not. I've probably named them all because there is only a few of them. I think some have been taken down from obviously previous FIFAs in the game. But let's get into some gameplay and see what he did. So looking at Alan Shearer, we did use him with another icon, which we will be seeing in another review, I think tomorrow or the day after. It's one or the other. We have managed to kind of get him together. You may see him in a couple of the clips, but he did well. He did not too bad in friendlies. I didn't really fancy playing any rivals with him, as I think he's not really going to take on the best of the best. If you're coming up against a Varane, a Gomez, a Mendy, I think he's going to struggle every single time. But you can see in terms of shooting, there's no denying that he's got a wicked shot on him and can always score goals. It's just getting him into that position. In terms of kind of like dribbling around people, you're just not really going to find it. You're going to see stuff like that. Maybe the bits and pieces. He's going to pick up a goal here, there and everywhere. But in terms of kind of creating it and making it himself, it's going to be very, very difficult for him. We see a little kind of like the keep you up kind of, it's almost like a glitch where you can't really tackle them without kind of fouling them. So you're kind of really trying to make sure that you're not going in on them. And we see again, another goal, pretty easy. So going into the overall review for him, we have changed the screen around again. Let me know down below if you enjoy it like this. Is there anything you'd change? Do you want to change the kind of shooting, pace, shooting, passing, dribbling, defending, physical on the right? Change it for anything else? Maybe kind of go for a more broader spectrum. Maybe like the enjoyment, the efficiency of coins, something different. Let me know if you want to change anything or if you like it like this. I have added the PS price, as obviously I look from an Xbox point of market, but there is the PlayStation price that we always mention, so I thought we'll put it there as well, just in case. Obviously, if you kind of didn't guess, Xbox green, PlayStation blue, which we do always keep on the screen anyway. In terms of links then, we've got obviously the icons. We've seen Gerrard, Scholes, you've obviously got Ian Wright, who I mentioned, Lampard, you've got, I suppose, Bobby Moore you could go down with and put him as like a CM and link him that way. You've got Rio, Cole, Barnes, all of the icons that are English this year, plus any other icons, and then we have all of the English players. In terms of the kind of players I'd have in my team, Rule Breaker Kane is okay. I think as a cam would be quite a nice little player there. Sterling is a really nice winger. I would like to see a right wing version of him as well, as I think that's where it's lacking, and I would have liked Sterling this year to be on the right, seeing as though I already have Son untradeable on the left. Sancho, another great one. Trent, Vardy's in form. Then you kind of go down the list. There's not a huge amount of English talent. In terms of Rashford, very, very nice price right there. And then if you did, again, put him as a centre mid, you could link him with Joe Gomez, who seems to be just phenomenal this year. But overall wise, I've given him a 7.5. I don't think I could, I think that's being quite lenient. I feel like this icon is one of the lowest for a reason. He's not really used that much. You will never see many of Shearer until he gets either a prime or a prime moment, and even the prime I don't think people will use. I think the prime moment will come in just for the fact that they have a dynamic image, and I think that's what makes them more valuable. When it comes to this sort of card, we have it every year. The prime moment is totally different every year, or at least mostly different every year. So we will see how that goes, but that's going to be, I think, February time, and we will have a look at that one. We will look at his mid version as well. I think that's coming in at 400k, so if I can get a good deal on him, obviously we'll pick him up and see basically what he's all about, as he has a huge pace increase of a +8, which would make him very usable, and hence why there is a huge kind of jump in price. Other than that, I think Hunter would be the only way to go for him. I've realised that there was 3 choices here, but there has only been 3 votes. I think Hunter is the only one that you can go for, just to give him that massive pace increase, as well as obviously a bit of shooting, taking him up to an 89 rated striker. Like I say, he can score a goal, he can get the kind of get the assist, get the strength on it. It's just the pace and the dribbling that just lets him down, and obviously the weak foot skill move isn't great either. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, and if you want to subscribe, we are trying to hit 7k before Christmas, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.